mu kafube w'okweteekerateekera ebibamba mu bitundu ebya Mount Elgon, ekitongole ekya Uganda Rapid Deployment Capability wansi w'obukulembeze obwa Uganda People's Defence Force UPDF bamaliriza okutendekebwa okwakulungudde sabbiiti 22 nga baddemu okutendeka abantu mu bitongole ebyenjawulo eby'ebyokwerinda awamu n'ebitongole ebya bulijjo nga muno mulimu ekitongole ekya UPDF, Uganda Police, Uganda Prisons, Uganda Red Cross awamu n'abakulembeze mu district y'e Bulambuli, Minisitule y'ebyobulamu awamu n'abalala kutte basobola okwanukula mu bunnambiro akaseera k'ebibamba nga kaguddewo, era nga omuduumizi ow'ekitongole kino Brigadier General Ernest Nwagaba yategeezezza nti eggye UPDF okuvaayo okuyambako abantu mu mbeera nga zino bakitandika dda olw'ensonga nti eggye mu kaseera kano UPDF gye erikolagana n'abantu, era n'ategeeza nti okuba nti bayandirizibwa bulungi e Bulambuli n'okuba nti bakola byonna kiraga obwesige abantu ba bulijjo bwe babalinamu wamu n'ebitongole ebirala mu kutaakiriza obulamu bw'abantu. Ku mukolo gwe gumu ogw'okuggalawo okutendekebwa kuno okwakulungudde ebbanga lya sabbiiti 22 ye minisita ow'ensonga z'obutebenkevu okweteekerateekera ebibamba n'ababundabunda Rt Hon yategeezezza nti bo nga minisitule beeteefuteefu oluvannyuma lw'okutendekebwa kuno era nga bamativu nti singa babaawo ebibamba byonna biguddewo mu ggwanga bajja kuba n'obusobozi awamu n'obuyambi obumalira ddala okuba nti baanakula ensonga eno olw'okutendekebwa abantu kwe bayisiddwamu. Mu bufu bwe bumu ye Prime Minister Robina Nabbanja nga no yabadde omugenyi omukulu mu kuggalawo okutendekebwa kuno yategeezezza yasiimye eggye UPDF wansi w'ekitongole kino olw'okuvaayo okuba nti batendeka abantu ku tebasobola okwanukula ebibamba, era nga yategeeza kino kyalaze nti Uganda erina weeraga era nga negiraga erabayo ku nsonga y'okweteekerateekera ebibamba, era nategeeza nti okolagana awamu n'okuba nti buli omu awamu n'obuyambi mu ngeri enjawulo ebisobola okukulaakulanya Uganda mu n'okugitwala mu maaso ddala mu kaseera ak'akazigizigi ng'ak'ebibamba ebibeera biguddewo. Okutendekebwa kuno kwabatuumiddwa erinnya OKOA MAISHA oba ekivunulwa nti okutaakiriza obulamu, ng'eno yabadde field training exercise ng'era yatandika ng'ennaku z'omwezi 12 paka ng'ennaku z'omwezi 25 era nga byakomekezeddwa, era nga yabadde wansi w'omulamwa nti strengthening multi-sectorial resilience and local action and on sustainable disaster response and management through integrated leadership and command. Lwekivunulwa nti okwongera okunyweza enkolagana ey'ebitongole ebyenjawulo awamu n'abatuuze kubako kye bakola mu kulaba nga baanukula bulungi wamu n'okwasaganya ensonga y'ebibamba nga bayita mu bukulembeze obwawamu awamu n'obuduumizi obuggumidde.
It is my honor to officially commission this sanitary facility.
Mama, Rt Hon Prime Minister of Uganda, we are so grateful to receive you on this ground. You have blessed this ground. We thank the government of Uganda, we thank the UPDF, and for giving this, give back to our community, this wonderful facility to make our service better. Mama, Prime Honorable Minister, my request is that you can observe the ground. We request for the renovation of the church because most people, when they get challenges here, they run to the church, and we have no safe place to accommodate them, to counsel them, and pray for them. We request that even the fence to expand it around this church so that we can keep our people safe. This is the first place they run to, and we humbly request that God willing.
I also hand over to the Minister of Disaster Preparedness. As you can see, we as a camp,
yes,
in case holding ground in case of anything.
Yes.
And so they are requesting us for support.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister. It is your order is my obligation, my duty. So since you have handed over to us, where is the Commissioner for Disaster?
Right Honorable Prime Minister, I will now change my colors of the 10 Peter cow, Lambul. This area, in real life, is identified as a holding ground.
Yeah.
In case there's any problem, this side is one of the holding
My
grounds.
commissioner is not here.
With the representative.
Okay. Make sure.
No, these ones will
Give us.
develop the request.
Yeah, you develop, send us the request.
Through the cow now that is here, he can help you to do it. Then you send it to the minister.
Minister, on ground that here, this is a holding ground for all these victims of disaster, from landslide and the
We
rest.
want to work on a fence.
So we make sure that we work
And
on the
put some
fence, we
fence
make it
Face
habitable
50, yes.
for these,
And the resource to hold the people for counseling, the guidance when they come.
that's
We
right.
are doing all this in the name of the president.
Thank you.
I'm Major Charles Kabona, UPDF Land Forces Public Information Officer. From 12th up to 25th, Uganda People's Defense Forces, under its headquarters of Uganda Rapid Deployment Capability, working closely with other stakeholders like Minister of Health, Minister of Transport, Internal Affairs, Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Immigration, and Bulamburi District Authorities. They organized a joint training exercise, a joint field training exercise on how we can coordinate, respond, and manage disasters. And the reason why they selected Bulamburi, you know its history, it's one of the prone areas as far as disaster is concerned. Therefore, we came here, we started from 12th, and we are officially closing today, 24th. The event was officially opened by the Minister of State for Defense in charge of Veteran Affairs, Honorable Huda Abason, and she has also come here today to be one of the ministers that are present today as we are closing the occasion. Basically, the purpose of this training was to see different stakeholders can work together during the time of managing disaster. We have man-made disaster, we have natural disaster, but what is very important, how can these stakeholders, I talked about the Office of Prime Minister, I talked about Minister of Health, Minister of Works, Minister of Defense, and other stakeholders like Red Cross, how can they work together in case there is any outbreak of disaster? Therefore, they decided we come together here, we train together, field training exercises. We have been having simulation exercises which are imaginary but which are close to reality. I've been in the field but working closely with other local leaders. But at the end of the day, the purpose is to see how can we improve as far as performing is concerned when it comes to handling disasters. Therefore, at the end, the whole country will join. We have trained from Bulamburi, we have done our exercises from Bulamburi, but the human resource will be serving the whole country everywhere. Therefore, today we have reached the tail end and the culmination point of the OKOA MAISHA 2026 field training exercises. It has been called OKOA MAISHA, which is a Kiswahili word meaning save lives. That's why we are here.
The Right Honorable Prime Minister, we are now moving very well together with the Army to ensure that when disasters occur, we handle it promptly. Together with the Red Cross Society, who are actually was a great partner, they are the front runner always when disaster happens. Ministry of Health and all other ministries and other institutions. It's a multi-sectoral approach. Responses are multi-sectoral and headed by our Army, for which we are grateful. Right Honorable Prime Minister, we also want to thank, today I really want to thank the Chief of Defense Forces for giving us those accolades for the recognition of our efforts. We thank our Chief of Defense Forces for giving us those accolades. We shall keep it in remembrance, and we thank him for the care he has shown to us in disaster management.
I'm pleased to join you for the closer of this field training exercise, OKOA MAISHA 2026, here in Bulambuli district. We'll take this opportunity to start by commending the headquarters of Uganda Rapid Deployment Capability in Jinja, together with the Uganda People's Defense Forces, Uganda Police Force, Uganda Prison Services, my office, the Office of the Prime Minister, here present with the Minister for Disaster Preparedness, the Ministry of Defense, represented by the Minister of State, and Bulambuli District Local Government, Uganda Red Cross Society, and you, the people of Bulambuli, for successfully conducting this important and timely exercise. What we have witnessed here is not merely a simulation. It is a demonstration of Uganda's growing capacity to prepare, coordinate, and respond to disasters. It is a proof that when institutions come together with a shared vision or purpose, we can build systems that can save life. Uganda Rapid Deployment Capability has been critical in assessing hard-to-reach areas, restoring access roads or routes, and supporting recovery efforts under extremely difficult conditions. As one African proverb teaches us, when the spider webs unite, they can tie a lion. Yes, can I repeat this? When the spider webs unite, they can tie up a lion. This is the power of coordination. This is the power of working together as one. Because we are all here to serve Ugandans, isn't it? Our major target is to serve Ugandans. One of the most important lessons from both this exercise and the recent disasters is that preparedness is not an option. It is a necessity. And preparedness must go hand in hand with long-term solutions. This field training exercise has reaffirmed that effective disaster management requires multi-sectoral and coordinated approach. No single institution can manage disasters alone. It requires strong collaboration across the government, close partnership with development and humanitarian actors, effective coordination between national and local governments, and most importantly, the active engagement of communities as first responders. The government remains fully committed to strengthening these coordination mechanisms. Through my office, the government will continue to invest in early warning systems and stronger district disaster management committees. Working with development partners, Uganda is also advancing risk-informed planning to ensure that development gains are not reversed by disasters. Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, the success of this exercise lies not only in what has been demonstrated, but in what must follow. The real measure of this exercise will be seen how well we apply its lessons when next emergency occurs. It calls upon each one of us, the leaders, responders, partners, and communities to act in a shared sense of responsibility. Strengthen coordination within our respective institutions and continuously invest in preparedness. It challenges us to ensure that early warning systems lead to early action, that plans translate into practice, and that no life is lost where preparedness could have made a difference. Disasters affect all of us, and so must our response. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to reaffirm once again government's commitment to 1. Protecting lives and property from disasters. 2. We are continuing to strengthen national and local preparedness and response systems. 3. We shall continue to support affected communities with both immediate interventions and long-term solutions. Let us continue to work together as one government, I mean ministries, security forces, development partners, the communities to build a safer, stronger, and more resilient Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity once again to thank our Chief of Defense Forces for this initiative. It is now my pleasure to declare this field training exercise, OKOA MAISHA 2026, officially closed.